In this week's Stories from Your Street, the story of an art studio tucked away in the city of Cohoes. Now, inside, artists creating new twists on a very traditional kind of art.
It's called printmaking, and it involves ink and a press. Fox 23's Tori Wells shows us some of the work that's coming out.
I'm just playing to get texture and color.
The thing that's cool about printmaking,
Put that down.
is that once the ink hits the press, what comes out is somewhat of a surprise.
And this is what I think is fun because we don't really know what we're going to get.
And what's revealed isn't just beauty, but the idea anyone really can create art.
There's no screwing up. That's the fun thing about this.
In fact, most of the people in this printmaking class had never done it before.
Oh, cool.
Some of the pieces are very contemporary in look, but this art form is very traditional, dating back thousands of years.
Now we're going to move over to the other room where we have the press.
The process is fairly simple. Ink your plate, bring it to the press,
I like the idea that you can build the layers.
and continue to create from there.
There's printmakers in the area, but this is the only studio that I know of where you could come and take a class or do open studio.
Kathy Klumpus and her business partner opened the Ragged Edge studio about 2 years ago, after taking printmaking classes here and there was no longer enough.
Now, I signed up for the monoprint class every time it ran for 3 years, and then Lee said, maybe we need our own place. I was working a lot of hours in a corporate job, and I wanted just an art studio, and thought that this would be a great place to build community and have other artists in my life.
They built this studio to be completely green with non-toxic paints, and over time it's grown to not just a printmaking class, but also photopolymer and textiles.
Dina's one of my students, and this is one of the scarves she's made.
They've even brought in guest artists to work and teach. The teaching side of things and how much this art has taken off is nothing Kathy ever imagined.
I hadn't planned that, but I think things are meant to happen.
Finding something in herself, just like so many of these people are finding, the art is in them. In Cohoes with another story from your street, Tori Wells, Fox 23 News.
It's really neat.
It is. Who knew it was there, right?
Yeah, and if you're wondering about the name of the studio, Kathy tells us that traditionally printmaking paper is ripped instead of cut, leaving a ragged edge.
There you go. The studio is always offering classes, or it can be rented out for studio time. It's also looking for some new artists to give printmaking a try, if you'd like. Next Tuesday, we're going to take you on a run with this woman whose shirt defines it all. She's a marathoner who has just reached a very impressive milestone.
Now, we love to share these stories, so please tell us yours. If you know of something interesting or inspiring going on in your community, just send us an email.